What's up, Bears fans?
And welcome to Ursinus College Sports Network. I'm your co-host, James Schold.
And I'm your executive producer, Justin Masiello, filling in for the intro and for men and women's golf.
We're here to provide you all with everything Ursinus sports to give our athletes the recognition we feel that they so deeply deserve, whether that be recaps, previews, inside analysis, statistics, or interviews. If it's Bears sports, we're on it.
Tonight for y'all, we have a special episode planned out. We'll be recapping all the games from this week and showing an exclusive post-game interview with men's soccer star Marco Grenda.
Also, I have a sit-down interview with 3 members of the field hockey team in their victory against the top 5 TCNJ, a family day preview, and to cap off the episode, our top 5 plays.
All right, Bears fans, let's get rolling.
Let's go.
We present to you Sports on Main.
On Tuesday, the Ursinus Bears golf team held their home tournament, the Ursinus Invitational. It was played at Ravensclaw Golf Club in Pottstown, Pennsylvania. Both men's and women's teams saw success and had some outstanding performances. Our first episode this past Monday, we talked about how Jessica Lamarca shot a 79 and how this score was the best round posted by an Ursinus golfer since 2019. Well, I'm sorry, Jessica, but this record has lasted a whole 3 days. Even though you were just named Centennial Conference Women's Golfer of the Week, you no longer hold this record. Rookie golfer Kaylin Chen came out of nowhere to shoot a 78. It is the best round from a Ursinus golfer since Emily McGurgle's 77 at the Revolutionary Classic in the fall of 2017. Kaylin's 78 was good for third in the tournament, and it bested her previous score by 22 strokes, which is absolutely incredible. Jessica Lamarca posted a clean 83 to tie for 6th in the tournament, giving the Bears 2 top 10 places. Carolina DeChico also caught her the career best 102. Senior captain Jessica Lamarca had this to say about the Bears' recent success. Not even 5 minutes after I found out that Kaylin beat my score from last weekend, we looked on Instagram and saw the post about my award. It is still so hard to believe that all this happened. I was so happy and excited for Kaylin that I kind of forgot about my own achievement. Seeing all of the success from the younger members of the team and thinking about how much I have grown myself as a golfer since coming here, it just makes me so incredibly excited to see what we have in store for the rest of the season and future seasons after I'm gone. I'll even go as far as saying that this low score record will be broken at least 2 more times this season before conference championships come. The women's golf team is looking to further their success this Saturday in the Dickinson Invitational. The men's team on Tuesday was once again topped by Jordan Pick, who shot a 2 over par 73, finishing just 2 strokes back from the lead. Senior John Murray was dialed in on Tuesday, especially on the front 9. He shot a front 9 36 to an in-route of 78, which is his personal best during his 4 years here at Ursinus College. Nick Troja shot an 80 in his collegiate debut, and Billy Cardino caught in an impressive 81. I was able to catch up with Johnny Murray, and he had this to say. Moving on from the first 2 tournaments this year, where we didn't have the best performances, we were looking to come out home firing. Junior Jordan Pick played great, placing top 5. I also shot a career best 78. If our team can play up to their potential, this year I think we have a really solid chance at winning a few tournaments. Staying positive and motivated will be our team's key to success. The Bears have some time off to grind some more and get even better, as their next tournament isn't until October 11th.
On Tuesday, the men's soccer team took Patterson Field to go against the Lions of Bryn Athyn. The Bears get the action going early, 15 minutes into the game, with this Marco Grenda goal assisted by Jerry Bartle. The Bears continue the offensive tack 4 minutes later with this insane goal assisted by Aiden O'Malley and Tommy Mollis. Rather rare in soccer, finished off by Marco Grenda again, 2-0 Bears. Just when it seemed like the Bears might slow down, 8 minutes later, Aiden O'Malley with his 2nd goal in the season, assisted by Marco Grenda with this pass here from the right side and an easy tap in. It secures the goal for the Bears to take a 3-0 lead. Then here, later in the second half, you'll see Izzy Bransky get fouled in the box. Looks like that one might have hurt a little bit. but he's okay, he's up, and now he's setting up for the PK to extend the lead to 4-0 for the Bears. Shoots right and scores. How's it going? James Schultz here with a very special guest, the top scorer in the Centennial Conference in men's soccer, Marco Grenda. 8 goals on the season, 2 tonight with 1 assist in the 4-0 win for the Bears against Brinath and moving to 4-3 on the season. Marco, I gotta know, what's the secret?
It's a great group of guys. It's really just the team effort. I mean, I'm the one that finishes it, but just the entire build-up play, it's all on the team, to be honest. It's not really, sole effort here.
Love to hear it. And with a 4-0 win, moving the Bears in the right direction, going against Dickinson on Family Day, Saturday at 7:30 p.m. What's the game plan going in?
Just keep doing what we're doing. We're working hard. I mean, practices, we're keeping it intense and everything. Just keep playing our own game. Don't get caught up in the whole, what they're doing. Just play our game.
Love to hear it. Marco? And that leaves the final at 4-0 Bears. The Bears will play this Saturday against Dickinson at home at 7:30. On Wednesday, the women's soccer team took Patterson Field to play the Owls of Bryn Mawr, where they lost a close defensive battle 1-0. The Owls were able to get that goal, unfortunately, in the 88th minute. The Bears had 10 shots and 5 were on goal. Izzy Olaco led that charge with 3 shots on goal. The Bears will take on Dickinson this Saturday at Patterson Field at 4:30 p.m. On Tuesday, the field hockey team traveled to Ewing, New Jersey to take on, who was number 4 at the time, the Lions of TCNJ. The Bears get it going early, a little more than a minute into the game, with this goal here by Devin Carroll. Dribbling inside the shooting circle, lets it go and is able to find the back of the net. 1-0 Bears. The Bears were able to show off a stout defense this game, led by Aaron McElhenney having 3 defensive saves, the first one you're seeing here, which is a rare feat in field hockey. Here's McElhenney's 3rd save, striking the ball out of the air, which actually is crazy with hand-eye coordination like that. Now, after a first overtime of scoreless field hockey, Jamie Mayer is able to get the ball and dribble down the middle of the field, shifting past defenders, able to find Jordan Moore in front of the net, who's able to wrap it around the goalie and get the game-winning goal for the Bears, 2-1 in double overtime against number 4 TCNJ.
After the game, James was able to interview 3 key members of the field hockey team, Aaron McElhenney, Jordan Olsch, and Jordan Moore, to talk about everything that went into their key win over TCNJ.
Here, James Schultz, UCSN Sports on Main, with 3 members of the Ursinus College field hockey team, Aaron McElhenney, Jordan Moore, and Jordan Olsch. Ladies, how are we doing today?
We're doing good. Excited to be here.
Coming off yesterday's 2-1 victory against number 4 TCNJ, the first one on the road against the top 10 opponent since 2014. So how'd the game go yesterday? Tell me what it took to win the game and how does it feel to accomplish this feat?
Obviously, it was a huge win, being that was a double overtime situation and the rankings and the history. But what it took for us was not giving up, flushing our mistakes, moving forward, and facing everything that came to us on both sides of the ball.
I think we just played well as a team yesterday. Offensively and defensively, we all just worked together to pull out the win. And there was a lot of excitement on and off the field. Our fans were really cheering us on. It was an overall great environment.
Yeah, love to hear it. So our first player of the game, Jordan Olsch, tied a career-high 9 saves last night against TCNJ, keeping the team in the game as they were outshot 21-7. So Jordan, was there anything you did differently last night, and did you feel like you could just stop anything that came your way?
I stayed true to our roots, playing-wise, aggressiveness, and I really focused on organizing the defense, which really played a part in keeping the number of goals low. They played a huge role in just bringing them down, so it was easy shots on me, easy to save.
Love to hear. With our second player of the game, Aaron McElhenney, had 3 defensive saves on the game, tying your own record, actually. So this is a pretty rare feat, field hockey. So just talk to me a little bit about it.
I want to start by saying that I've had the opportunity playing at Ursinus alongside some amazing goalies like Joel Singer, Addie Fry, and now Jordan Olsch. But just playing defense, we play as a unit and we literally have each other's back. So when we're in the circle, it's like a feeding frenzy between the people that want to get the ball in the goal and then between the people doing whatever it takes to get the ball from crossing that line and getting it out. So it takes laser focus to just see where the ball is and see where the players are. And just shots and rebounds are always coming at you, so you have to stay focused at all times. But it also helps to have good hand-eye coordination with that as well. But I was just doing what I can do to help the team to win. And the only record I'm focused on is winning a Centennial Conference championship and going to the Final Four.
Yeah, that's really impressive. And last but not least, our third player of the game, Jordan Moore, who had the game-winning goal. Jordan, just take me through the play a little bit, and would you say that this is the top out of your 6 goals here at Ursinus?
Yeah, so the ball started coming out of the back. It got to Jamie. She dribbled down the field, broke some ankles, a lot of ankles, and then gave me a perfect pass. I was in the right spot and just got to hit the ball in.
Yeah. So, like I said, would you say that that was your favorite out of your 6 here?
Yeah, definitely. I mean, it's not every day that you're in overtime and then get to have that goal. So, yeah.
Yeah, no, it's definitely a great opportunity. All right, last question for you guys. Playing at home on Snell against the Diplomats of Franklin and Marshall Saturday at noon. What's the game plan going into Saturday, and can you predict a win?
Well, we celebrated the win yesterday, but now we're moving on and are mentally preparing and physically preparing for what is going to be another high-intensity game, definitely.
Yeah, I think just taking that energy that we had yesterday and moving it into this week at practice and into the game on Saturday will be great for us.
And going off of that, this is our turf in front of our fans. We have high expectations. We'll be ready.
All right, ladies, I want to wish you the best of luck on Saturday. Thank you so much.
Thank you for having us.
This weekend, we have a wonderful slate of games set up for you here at Ursinus College. At 9 a.m., cross country will travel to the Penn State Abington Invitational in Abington Township, Pennsylvania.
At 11, the women's golf team will be traveling to Carlisle, Pennsylvania to play in the Dickinson Invitational.
Then, to kick off Family Day at noon, the field hockey team will be taking Snell to play against the Diplomats of Franklin and Marshall in a heated top 20 matchup.
At 12:30, the Ursinus Bears football team will be taking on FNM on Patterson Field, and my wonderful co-host James Schold will be on color commentary, so make sure to check that one out.
Shortly following the football game, women's soccer will also take Patterson Field to play against Dickinson at 4:30.
Just after that, at 7 o'clock, the men's soccer team will also be taking on Dickinson at Patterson Field.
And now, the moment you've all been waiting for, the top 5 plays of the week.
Coming in at number 5, we have Aaron Anderson's incredible performance from last Saturday's game against Muhlenberg. Starting here with this amazing pick 6 early in the third quarter to set things off in the second half, and then here to save the game at the beginning of the fourth quarter, an incredible interception in the end zone with a big return. Takes it all the way down to their 10-yard line.
Coming in at number 4, we have all 3 of Aaron McElhenney's saves from the field hockey game Tuesday against TCNJ. Now, you just saw earlier, and they're so good we'll show you again.
Coming in at number 3, we have Marco Grenda's incredible 2-goal performance against Bryn Athen. And here's an assist to add on to his 2 goals.
Coming in at number 2, we have Sam Ragland's 3-touchdown performance against Muhlenberg that takes the record from Sherrod Duncan at 35 overall for his career.
And coming in at number 1, we have Jordan Moore taking down in overtime the Lions of TCNJ in dramatic fashion. Look at this goal, splitting the defense. And wrapping around the goalie in the back of the net. Bears win.
And that was your top 5 plays. And that just about wraps up everything for us here at Sports on Main.
One last thing before we go, we would like to give a huge shout out and thank you to Andy Edwards for providing us with all the game film that we need from every sport to make this episode possible. Make sure to tune into our next episode Monday night at 8 o'clock, where we will be going into all the Family Day games from tomorrow.
From all of us here at UCSN, I'm your co-host James Schuld.
And I'm your co-host Steve Weissman.
And as always,
Go Bears.
We present to you Sports on Main.